everybody, Light and Darkness here, bringing you a deck profile of my evil.
No! Fuck that shit!
Hello everybody, Light and Darkness here, bringing you a deck profile on my Evilswarm deck that I used to play in real life. So I'm gonna get straight to the deck, and then I'll explain to you that this is completely for the meta, with some tech choice of mine. Not really. So let's get started. 2 Rescue Rabbits, cause he's the bunny. Evilswarm Heliotropes, 3 of them, because he's a boss. 1950 gets rid of Thunder King Ryo, and that's pretty good. Evilswarm Caster, another boss. 3 of them. You gotta play 3 of these guys, actually. It's pretty standard. This is actually a pretty standard build, basically. Evilswarm Kirkion, 3 of them. Some people get away with playing 2. I like 3 of them just because it gives me more Evilswarm monsters. And what I notice about the deck is that you almost have no monsters. Like, you make Ophion, and then, you apparently don't have any more monsters. And if you can't make Ophion first turn because you don't have enough Evilswarms to make him, then you're in trouble. So I think 3 of them, just putting another Evilswarm makes it really good. 3 Mandragora, like I said, people play 2 of them sometimes. I think the more Evilswarms you draw in your opening hand, the better, so you can make Ophion, and if they do manage to get him, you can make another Ophion right away. Because that's the whole point. It's like 6 Samurai, you make Xian, and you're good to go. And you make Ophion, and you're good to go as well. 3 Thunderbird. Thunderbird is a really great card. I actually don't end up using him as much as I would hope to, because I barely draw him. I draw him over Kirkion, which is that's not a bad thing at all either, but 1 Dark Arm Dragon, because I think Dark Arm is awesome, especially in your open hand. You go Caster, an Evilswarm, Ophion. They manage to destroy him next turn. You pop out a Dark Arm, and then they're all screwed up because they're like, they never see it coming. Like, it's just, I think it's a really good card, even late game, because you can sort of control your graveyard with Kirkion, so you can sort of control it. So I think it's really good. 2 Veilers, because Veilers a boss. Maxi, because Maxi's a boss. Those cockroaches. For the spells, 2 Infestation Pandemics. I was running 3, but 2 just seem a lot more balanced, especially since I think that 3 is just overkill, because you can search them out. They're searchable, so there's really no need to search 3. Besides, when was the last time you actually used 3 Pandemics in one game? It never happened to me. 2 Forbidden Dress, because Forbidden Dress works on everything. Great. For staples, Reborn, Heavy, and Whole, because they're great cards, and I will never stop playing them, even if they told me to. Even if they go ban, I probably wouldn't stop playing them, and then I'll get kicked out of tournaments and shit. But Pokemoon, Reinforcement of the Army, because it searches Caster, and that's what we want. For our traps, Infestation Infection, really awesome card. Since it came out, a lot of people weren't playing it, and I'm like, dude, this is like, you can search all your stuff. Come on, play this stuff. It's great. I play it. I used to play it at 3. Then I cut down to 2, and then at 1, and I'm like, yeah, just 1 is fine. Torrential Tribute at 2, because Torrential Tribute is awesome with Pandemic. You Pandemic your Ophion, and then Torrential, and all their stuff goes away. Not mine. 2 Vanity's Emptiness, because if I go Ophion, and I'm playing some rogue deck, I want to lock them out from destroying Ophion, and this does the job. Against dragons, it does the job. This is mostly to fight against the tier decks, plus a little something for the rogue decks you find now in your locals and shit. 3 Compulsories, because Compulsory is too good not to play at 3. I just agree in this deck, and this deck especially. I think it's really good at 3. I like it at 3. And 2 Solemns, the Judgment and the Warning. You can't play the 3 of them. I think I should stop complaining about that. And 1 Eradicator for the main deck. So yeah, that's 42 cards for the main deck. I decided to play 1 Eradicator in the main, just in case if I do manage playing a Prophecy deck, I really want to screw them up if I get first hand. Plus, if I don't play a Prophecy deck, then if I waste a Pandemic, if I wasted 2 materials on my Ophion, I could just do this and call spell traps, and then screw them up a little bit. Still good card. Plus, you get to look at whatever they draw. So I think main deck in 1's not a bad idea. So that's the main deck. For the side deck, I have 2 Thunder King Ryos, because it stamps Prophecy, and a whole bunch of road decks like 6 Samurais. They can't go into their Shen, because he will stop the Inherit Summon. So that's good. 1 Electric Riders, because I like him when he takes Dragosack or any dragon. 3 MSTs when I'm playing something that's not Prophecy or Evilswarm. I side this in the game too, and then they get messed up. 2 Kaiku, because Kaiku's a boss. The third dress, because dress is amazing. I will play it. I will play 3 dress always instead of 3 pandemics. The third Veiler and the third Maxi, because I like to max out on everything that could give me an advantage, except for Eradicator since it's not that big of a deal. And 3 deck lockdown. I like deck lockdown better than Troll and Lockbird, just because they can do a job against Dragon Rulers as well. So I just like this. I just really like deck lockdown. Plus it costs me $20 to get the set, so I'm gonna play until the day of my death, or until the deck dies. So the deck dies. The extra deck. 3 Ophion. Yeah. Water Robros. Gotta play him. 1 Bahamut, because he's Bahamut. And 1 Thanatos. I like him a lot, just because he's riding a horse and he's a feeble. No, not really. I like him because it says once per turn during other player's turn, you can eat 20 material from this card. This face-up card is unaffected by other cards, so it's a living pandemic, and I think that's really good. Shockmaster. Diamond Direwolf, because he's a 1-for-1. Abyss Dweller, great card. Black Ship of Corn. Pappy Pelerative. The Cowboy. Gemini Pearl, because he gets rid of over their Ophion, that's fun. Daigusto Emerald, because Emerald's awesome in this deck. Like, you get to shuffle your stuff, or you could bring back a Heliotrope or something and make another Ophion. That's good. And Crimson Blader, because they can go into him in rare occasions, and I want to have my best chance of beating the Dragon Lure matchup, which is really good. So yeah, that's the deck. It's 42 main, 15 side, and 15 extra. Hope you like the deck. It's very, very standard, like mostly what you'll see in anybody playing Evilswarm. There's nothing much to say about it. It's good that I said to play 3 Compulse, because I think Compulse is awesome, and 2 Torrentals. Yeah, it's pretty standard actually. I actually feel kind of bad not being original on this kind of thing. Like, I normally like to keep things and put a little tech, but Evilswarm, there's not much room for improvement or disimprovement, since it could be a bad tech. But yeah, the deck lockdown was definitely, I think it's definitely worth playing, and it should be more played. And I like it a lot. I want to touch it, but I can't. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. Hope you liked the deck. If you think what's gonna happen to Evilswarm at the end of the month with the new ban list, if you think it's gonna get hit because of the synchro supporting or not, tell me what you think, and I'll see you around. Light and Darkness out.
Fuck that shit.